So here's a cool trick you can do to your parents right before they molest. Here's a good trick you could do to your friends right before they stick it. Here's a good trick you could do for people that you want to have some sort of bits of business and comic byplay with. So it involves a lot of interaction on their part. So it's a cool trick for that. So it starts the same. You have them mix the cards up in whatever way they want. They shuffle up the deck in little packets. You know where this is going. And then finally, when they're done, they put the deck in front of you, and you ask the spectator to please cut off the pack wherever it is that they choose. So let's say they lift up this many cards right here. You put this deck over here just to keep track of that for just a little bit. And then you ask the spectator to empty out their pocket. This is the part where you could have some sort of interaction and sort of comic byplay to your routine here. So they empty out their pockets and they give you some stuff that they might find there. So let's see what this person has in their pocket. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You have an ambio. That's it's not even a callback to my channel. That's a callback to another channel right there. You have a cool ambio. That's fantastic. I carry these in my pocket all the time. Let's see what else you got over here. Is that a Rocky Raccoon? Is that a Rocky Raccoon you have? Oh, these are my favorite. These are the best. You can have them. You put them in your butthole, and it feels nice when they nibble on the little biscuits you have after you take a long journey to Taco Bell. These are the best. What else you got in there? Let's see. What? Oh, is this a can of Red Bull? Or I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get sponsors. You're trying to get Red Bull to sponsor you because you love drinking Red Bull. I'm on to you, you sneaky you motherfucker. I got you. What else do you have here? Let's see. Oh, I see that. You got what's this? You got a list? A list of magicians you'd like to have anal with. Oh, you're just a dirty little bastard, you. I'm on to you. You're like these, you're one of these guys that goes and stands in movie theaters with the trench coat on. I know exactly who you are, you little dirty thing. Well, now you got your pockets empty. I want you to do me a favor and take these 3 cards right here and go ahead and shove them in there, why don't you? So why don't you do that? I'll put this deck back here and I'll entertain you with a little bit of mind reading. Yeah, how's that? You like that? That's cool. All right, so how about this? How about you just hand me the 3 of clubs? How's that? Of course, the spectator reaches into their pocket and they hand you the card over here. They hand you the 3 of clubs, which proves that you are intuitive as you think you are. The next card, you tell the spectator, you're like, oh, how about this? How about you reach into your pocket and just take out a card and hold it to your chest? And they do this. They take out a card and they hold it against their chest. If they're a female at this point, you could tell them, oh, how about you put it inside your bra so I could smell the card later. After the rape charge, you could then reveal to the spectator that the card that they have on their chest is in fact the Queen of Hearts. What? That's it's magic right there. And the last card, you don't even tell them to get out of their pocket. You just tell them to leave it in their pocket. This is going to play their pocket over here. So they put it in their pocket, and you tell them, oh, you don't even have to take it out this time. That card is the 5 of spades. And you could either have them take it out at that moment or have them take it out at the later moment and pretty much poop themselves when they realize what a fantastic magician you are. So that's a great trick right there. That's a fantastic impromptu version of a Richard Osterland trick, if you really care, which I don't think you do, but this is a really good impromptu version of a trick where they reach into their pocket and pull out cards, and you're able to kind of magically know what the cards are. So for this, you're going to need 3 cards that you've memorized, you're going to need a deck, and you're going to need a participant that may or may not look like they're carrying drugs on them. Why? Because those are typically the ones that have the best sort of comic byplay. When you have them empty out their pockets, that could lead to a lot of fun jokes and possible rape charges and arrests made. So I recommend you pick a spectator that looks at least a little bit interesting in that aspect. So the setup for this trick, you have your memorized 3 cards on top of the deck the other way, and then this goes inside of the box, ready for that little shuffle subtlety we talked about in another video, which if I did care as much as I should link up here. I should put right up here. But if I don't, then you could just look it up on my channel. Then you look up the other videos, and that's more of that sweet YouTube revenue for me, if you know what I'm talking about. So you take out the deck. Obviously, you want to take it out with the not this side facing, because that'd be a little bit retarded. So you hand out packets for them to shuffle. When they're done shuffling the packet, you put that underneath, and you continue until you have the face down card here showing, which means that the deck has cycled through itself, and now your cards from your little setup are on top. So at this point, I just go through a crosscut force. I have them cut off anywhere they want. And again, I don't say I'm going to mark the cut. I don't say I'm going to put this in a crosswise fashion as to remember the position that you cut. I just put this half on top and don't call any attention to it. If you do, you might be a little bit autistic. If you are autistic, I recommend you watch another video where I show you how to do the autism test, and that should hopefully give you some more enlightenment on your problem. So you carry out the crosscut force, and the time misdirection in this case is to have the spectator empty out their pocket. It's at this point that you can have your little bits of business and comic byplay with them as you have them empty out their pockets and tell you the stuff that they have in it. Maybe you can point it out. Maybe you can refer to the list of magicians they would like to have anal sex with and be like, oh, Evan Era doesn't wipe. Is that because he's fat? Haha, that's funny. Oh, Daniel Madison, he has a vagina. Well, I guess it won't be gay if you do anal with him. Chris Angel, possible premature it's a huge... You can make some sort of whatever byplay you want with that. But ultimately, you have them take the 3 cards that they supposedly cut to, which in reality are your memorized cards, and you have them put it in their pocket. Now, there's a couple things that can happen at this point, because usually when a spectator puts these in their pocket, they're going to put them in a position where when they reach in, they're not going to fiddle. They're just going to take the first card that they come in contact with, which is usually going to be this card right here. If they don't, then you're going to need to do a little bit of fishing. So what I mean by that is that when they reach into the pocket, you want to ask them, oh, so look at the card real quick. Is that are you looking at a black card? If they're looking at a black card, there can only be one of 2 in this case. It could either be the 3 or the 5. So of which case you have to fish a little bit. Oh, I'm seeing a spade. Do you see a spade as well? So you got to do a little bit of fishing to see if the card that they actually picked out is the proper card. However, 9 times out of 10, they're going to start from the top and continuously take cards in the order of which they are in their pocket. In the time that they don't, you still know the cards, so you still have a proper out. Now, the way you actually reveal the cards is completely up to you. You could do it in a way where you leave 1 card in their pocket, or maybe they take 1 card out and you have them look at it and then you read their minds in that case, or you can just rub their pocket. This is good for the ladies if you want to potentially have some sort of sexual interaction with them later. You rub their pocket and say, oh, I'm seeing a lot of things here. I'm seeing a huge fat cock inside of you. Oh, sorry, that's later with me. I'm also seeing the 5 of spades. Is that that you might want to check that card in your pocket, and then later refer to the fat cock, and then hope that they would like your big fat cock inside of them. So then that's pretty much the trick. It's as simple as it gets. All you need to do is just have 3 cards memorized. It teaches you how to fish for cards while having the safety of the trampoline, that is knowing what the cards actually are. So even if you do fail, you know the cards in the pocket, so you can just play around with how you reveal the cards. But it's a great little method for that. This subtlety is one that could be used in a lot of tricks. The little having the cards reversed in the back, so you have them mix and shuffle the cards however it is that they want. But that's a trick. I hope you guys enjoy that, and hopefully I'll see you guys later when I'm done and I get out of court for the sexual assault that I committed.
See you again when I see you again. 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 When I see you again.